I will blur out my address, but so my package finally arrived. So pretty happy about it. It's amazing. Okay, so I've got these ones. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but yeah, so this is some PVC stickers, which will be like, you can use it for portraits, you can use it for test tubes, you can use it for creating themes. This is some craft paper newspapers, which I'll show you guys later, but slowly I'll take all these stuff out of the box so I can actually open them in my excitement. Yeah, I've been waiting for this package for some time, so it's actually quite exciting. And these tweezers, which are very fine and pointed so that they can be focused and detailed. Oh, one's fallen out. Yeah, that's because I took it out just before. But yeah, here you go. So these are tiny sticker packets, and I bought a few of them. So these are, I think these were about $1.50 each when I bought them. So yeah, they're pretty good. It's like 30 baht. More like, yeah, because yeah, okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 7 8 9 and 10. So I bought 10 of them. And then I bought these, oh no, I bought 11. So I bought 11 of them, and I bought these pads of paper. These are not actually stickers, but you can see that they're, I mean, I bought these because it's more for like micro inspirations, as well as you can stick them on with glue yourself, but as long as you have 400 sheets, because each one of these is 400 sheets. I opened this one just to check it because it was just in the box and it was half open because the seal wasn't sealed. But these are tiny sticker sets. Oh my god, I'm so excited for them. And so yeah, so here it is, the tiny sticker sets that you guys can see. The box is almost empty, so I should be able to get rid of that soon. But yeah, let's get rid of that. And let's, you know, boop. I just love flowers in the shot, so let's see. It might be a bit too dark, but anyway. Here are the sheets. And so these are the smaller boxes, which are more like sceneries and squares. And these would be more like the die cut ones, which kind of have like, you know, the cutout shapes. This one's not cutout shapes, but this one is. So I bought 3 of those, and I bought, possibly this one is die cut as well, but I think it's not. But these ones are just scenery and sets, and these actually are stickers. So unlike these ones, you should be able to, it will come out in blocks. So I'm not sure if I can actually show you guys properly because the camera is set up in a way that I can't actually see in the screen recording, because I wanted it to be HD, and so I'm doing it with the front camera from my phone. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Alright. This is exciting. Anyway, so I guess I'll use these to basically show you guys how it's, so here, look at this. Look at this. Look at the point on it. I'm not sure if this camera will focus, but look at that beautiful, beautiful grasping point. It's almost like a needle point. So yeah, these things are just, it's not for clipping hairs or whatever, it's for placing stickers, because I find, look at my chubby fingers. I find that trying to grab them ruins the edges and creates like lift on the edges, and it's just not pretty, you know. It's just not what you want when you want to create pictures and art with it. Look at the fine point. Beautiful. It came more beautiful than I thought it would. So my air conditioner was broken. So there was like 2 guys that came to fix it a few days ago, and then after they left, the same issue happened, as well as now the other air conditioner was broken because I got them to clean both of them, paid for it, of course. And then yeah, and then both of them were leaking for a few hours and stuff, so I thought maybe it would dry out and it's actually fixed, but the one that actually came to be fixed was not fixed at all. So yeah, and then I tested it for 2 days. The other one dried out within a few hours, no, not a problem, but these ones, this one didn't. So the one that's currently in the room cooling me didn't. Look at it. Look at that beautiful, beautiful tweezering. So, if you see, these are just sunsets, and this is like the orange themed sky set. So you see like lots of oranges. I thought it's kind of nice because the reason I wanted to buy these things in the first place was because I stress over my art a lot. I can be a bit too pedantic and perfectionistic, and it's like an all or nothing kind of personality, which is something I'm trying to work with everywhere, because you know, yeah, when your perfectionism is an issue, and it, whatever you do, everything you do seems to say something about you, it kind of makes you stop doing anything, and so it puts me in a rut where I don't attempt anything, and yeah, I don't actually do anything. So yeah, I figured a better way to kind of coax myself out is by, you know, having some sort of assistance in doing like small things, and having, you know, these stickers allow you to do something that's yours as well as add to it with detail. And so I was thinking you could put this in frames, you could put this as if a cartoon caricature or character was looking at it, and you could do it in such a way that it's like behind certain things. So yeah, that's the intention. It's more of like inspirations. I used to do it as like little notes that I wrote up with like different words written on it, and then I'd try and draw that, but it didn't work too well because then I'd draw words that made no sense, because you're supposed to have nonsensical words in it, but oh no, but yeah, it's not as inspiring when it's just paper and you still have to start from scratch. Then you have to go do some research, and then by the end of the research it's like trying to find a Netflix show. You're kind of too tired to bother anymore. So these are just things that you can add to the drawing itself on top of having an inspiration, you know? So it's a double whammy. So yeah, just going through all the different little things. So they seem to do like a double up where they give you two of each of the things that they show in the packet, which is like, look at these, they're just so pretty. And the print is good quality. It's good. It's like, it's glossy, so it's a bit yeah, glossy is good, but it will show up in your artwork, and because it will be different from the paper depending on which paper, but most paper is not glossy, so it will show up. And yeah, this is how I'm doing my, yeah, look at these beautiful, beautiful sets. What you can even do is like, you can use this as like t-shirts or fabrics, and like, you know, you can do a very detailed drawing of a face and have a body that's very minimalistic, because that's, yeah, that's how you kind of draw attention to the most important parts, which is like the expression or whatever. But you can also add like tones and feelings and connotations to a drawing that only color and form and texture can give. And so it's something I'm really excited about, because what I find is the best thing that trends and does well on YouTube isn't actually the hyper-realistic, perfectionistic, very well done, kind of like Renaissance romanticized type of work. It's more, yeah, that stuff does well, but it's stressful to watch because it makes you feel like shit, okay? So for the mainstream audience, it's like, hey, what is it I can do? Oh, that's cute. Oh, that has meaning, and oh, that has implications for me today. So, you know, I find really, my usual style is hyperrealism and like being very realistic with my work. I guess that's what happens when you kind of are training to be a better artist, but not a very good one at the moment. Like, I used to look down on artists and stuff who couldn't do, you know, their forms and their anatomy and stuff like that right, but even I couldn't do it right anyway. But yeah, this is more the purpley set. So this is kind of like a romanticized, sad, cooled down type of more feminine, glowy, but yeah, more emotional type of sunsets. It's like a male masculine male meets feminine type of tone. So it's kind of like a romance type of tone of these. So like these clouds, and like yeah, like this is like a feminine sunshine. This is cute. It's like, you know, you are in a carnival and in a merry-go-round. It's not a merry-go-round. What's it called? I can't remember for the life of me. Okay, but look at them. They're just so pretty. Line little hearts there. So this is like the male meets female type of young love type of tones. I mean, you can do it for older love, but the tonality is a bit bright, so it's not as mature. So that's why I would kind of connotate this with more young love, young hopeful love as well, like new love, young love. So yeah, these are really nice, small. And yeah, it's really cute to have just these sets. It's kind of like, oh, I'm excited. I just received them and I've been waiting for this parcel in particular just because I freaking love this shit. I freaking love it. Beep beep it out. I'm not even sure if I can post it with swear words, but I don't. I wonder if YouTube actually screens for swear words, because yeah, let's see. And this one's the blue one. I don't think it's a good idea for me to ruin the tip of these by sliding under it, but I'm not. I'm trying to use the body so you guys can see. So this is the blue one. This is more like the bright sunshine day, kind of like, it's not a romantic set. It's more like a day-to-day kind of blue. It's what you would use if maybe there was a male character in the drawing, and it was kind of, you wanted to keep it toned down, not as idealistic or inside your head. I guess that's what you would use. Street lamps. That's cute. Sometimes I wonder if they just take a big picture and just chop it into different pieces, but it's still cute because it still is about kind of romanticizing the different components of a lifetime and things that seem normal, you know? So when you cut up a picture into tiny parts, it's just kind of easier to focus on small things. Yep. So these are cute too. I'm guessing I'm possibly less likely to use these because most of my art and my thoughts are romanticized ideas of either the past or the future. And I'm not so good at staying in the present, and this is connotating more like present tones, you know? Like it's being awake and it's being present, that type of tone. You're not really romanticizing, you're not really thinking ahead, you're just kind of looking as it is. Just awake in your day, you know, and that's how it's supposed to be. But it's no fun. That's no fun, guys. That's no fun when you live life as if it just means nothing and it's just kind of getting through it, you know. Being present is good, but not seeing meaning and beauty in the small things, both in the past and futures, not as good, and I'm pretty guilty of that. So let's see. But yeah, I like cable ones. I find they're pretty interesting. I don't know, I think a lot of people do. It just, I mean, it adds texture and depth and it adds motion to drawing. But this one's kind of tiny that you might not be able to see the motion. But you can like incorporate it in drawings where you still want to direct the eye towards something, because it can be like done diagonally, straight, or in whatever form. I'm gonna struggle a bit to kind of use like square references like this, because square is a bit oh, this is a nice one, very directional in terms of cables, and there's a straight line. That's nice. But yeah, so this is the blue set. I like it. I like it. I mean, this is great stuff, guys. Truly great stuff. Like when I was in a lot of the New Zealand shops and stuff, you don't really see stickers that kind of just do the day to day, and you don't really see things that kind of are not $5 stickers for like, you don't see like cheap $5 sticker sets that are in like maybe the dollar stores that you go to, which actually show like the beauty of day-to-day life, kind of like Studio Ghibli does. So okay, let's go for the more die cut things. Okay, cry cut, die cut, depends how you want to say it. So this is the plants one. So I think they should be about 45 type pieces, but I think half of them it's like a double up. So yeah, so maybe even a triple up, since I'm getting triple of these ones. Yeah, it seems like a triple up. So these are just plants, and they just show you these ones. These are good because you can kind of incorporate them in most pictures, and it's easy. You can use them to frame characters. You can use them to kind of put focus on something. What I do need to buy is a very good cutting device, because my current razors don't do very well for cutting fine edges like this, because you can see that there's a white border around it, and if you're going to include it in drawings, you might actually have to cut this out, because this is not a PVC and it's not clear. So you might actually have to so you would either have to try and figure out a way to incorporate it without making it look tacky or weird, or you can just do it in such a more roguish way, but I'm guessing I might not be doing that. Or you can stay away from the main characters and, as I said, create it as a border. So yeah, that's the set for this one. And this is this set. I should be actually showing you guys the boxes to let you know what it looks like, so that you, for some reference, if you wanted to get it, you can yourselves. Yeah, so there we go. So this is the Mo card. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah. This was the blue one, was that one. The Seas of Clouds, the purpley blue ones, Boy Me, and this is the Dreams of Dusk. So, yep. So let's put that aside, and let's see this one. This one should be interesting, because I thought I wanted to do like more medieval, more botanical theme, because I have like this obsession with some of the stuff that Leonardo used to do, and like you do like more vintage drawings, and oh, this is nice. So it's more like text-based type of stuff, and text and plant-based. So this is new Darwinian stuff, tulips. Yeah, tulip fever. That was a crazy one. That's basically like crypto. Oh my god, I have money in crypto and I'm losing thousands of dollars. I don't want to talk about it. Basically, crypto crashed like in the last 2-3 days, and I'm down like 60%. I don't know if some of you guys will know crypto, but it's something that most people shouldn't do, and I regret doing it, but it's too late. It's too late, and so yeah, here we go. So moon landings, yeah, so this is more of a text-based type of stuff, which is good because you can add things and you can make it sound like, when you add text, especially in big volumes but small like this, it adds depth of detail and intensity. It's the connotations you add to a piece, right? I think I'm talking too much. I don't usually talk this much, but my throat is already dry. That's how you can tell I don't. And I'm not even through 10% of this. Oh Lord. Okay, so here are some of the pictures that you see. And then, yeah, so it's cute. I like it. Very usable and user-friendly. You can do like black and white drawings. You can do drawings on craft paper. You can add these on as, additions, and you can write some poetry, thoughts for the day. That's kind of the theme I'm going with for my channel at the moment, because no one has the time, and most people don't have the time to sit down and draw like Leonardo himself, right? And so I was about to say DiCaprio. Shout out to my Leonardo DiCaprio gang, but yeah. Anyway, so this is. But yeah, so if no one really has the time to do that, so most everyday people will be wanting to we want to have a creative output, but we don't want to have that, intensity to deal with the lack of talent or not even the lack of talent, the lack of practice, because to be actually really good at art, You need to practice constantly. You need to learn form, you need to learn anatomy, you need to learn a way to observe nature, lines, shades, lots of things in order to do it right, because it takes hundreds of hours. I mean, I've practiced for hundreds of hours on some things and still I'm terrible at most things, and like my perfectionism stops me from creating art because I'm just like, what's the point? My Instagram and all my social media is just filled with people who do things well, and I'm not like them, you know? And I just don't have it in the capacity to be practicing as if I'm a professional, so. Yeah, so look at this. This is amazing. This is, I wanted to send my sisters a few parcels from here, but for God's sake, it's like $200 for, 2 kgs, 3 kgs. So, like this alone would be about $200, 150 to post it. And it's like just right over. I can just fly over for like $400 return in some instances, okay? Carry like 30 kgs, personally deliver it to her, and then come back for basically the same price. So I have two sisters, so I'd want to send a package to each of them, otherwise they'll, hang me. But yeah, so this is really nice. So my sister's really she's she wants to be a fashion designer and stuff, but she's really obsessed with coffee. And so yeah, this is like one of those sets, and she likes to journal, so I wanted to kind of send this to her. And this type of stuff as well, these things and these things, because I think it would benefit her a lot to be able to do the same, which is have a small help by adding these components and then put it into your journal so that you get your thoughts out on paper for the day, and in the future you get to look back at some pretty things that you created that were, at the time meaningful. You've presented your thoughts in a pretty way, in some sort of structure, and it's definitely hard to beat something you've created yourself. It's like creating your own books. And right now, I'm just lucky that I'm able to get these components in such a cheap way, because in New Zealand, it's bloody impossible. Honestly, you guys have no idea how expensive things are there. Like basic stickers, like a keyring with nothing on it, just for the chain to do a DIY is $15. One bloody keyring, and I can get that same keyring here for about 20 cents. And they're both in shops, so you can't make the excuse that they're like, one was like in the retail store and the other one was like online. They're both in stores, so it's like, well, here in stores can be expensive too, but if you know where to shop, you can get some really nice things. So like, look at, oops. Yeah, look at these. These are like cocoa plants. This is like, it's not a macchiato. Maybe it's, I don't know, macchiato usually is white at the bottom and not at the top, but it could be a macchiato. Lattes, and yeah, these are really cute. My sister would love them. I love them. And I'm not even a huge fan of coffee because I'm partially allergic to it, sadly. It is a very, very sad state of affairs that I am. But yeah. This is me. So this is love. So this. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my little haul here. So all this costed me about maybe, I don't know, $60. Probably a bit more. Probably about $60, maybe 60, 70, yeah, $60 I'd say. So here is the Ancient Castle oil painting set. So this is a set of, look how thick it is. It's a set of 400 sheets of paper that are on theme of like, maybe kind of like romantic, yeah, I would call it, it's not really romanticism, it's like impressionism. Yeah, so yeah, this is more like an impressionistic art, like yeah, and we have Van Gogh there. We have, let's see if I can figure out how to flick this in such a way. Maybe I'll do it the other way against the thing. So this side seems to be like crepe, not crepe, but like see-through paper. I don't know why for the life of me I can't remember words today. I'm not sure. Probably because I haven't bloody eaten, when usually I'm like stressed out and binging shit. But anyway, so here we go. Let's do it in portions. This is gonna be a bit difficult. How do I do this? Okay, let's start this way because we have the white border there. So there's a lady standing. There's like, oh yeah, maybe you can see it like that. Yep, 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 yep. Look at it. It's just beautiful. It even has minimal line art, like the. And so it's like impressionistic art that's colorful. Nice, nice, nice. Very good. And you can, do this for like scrapbooking sets. You can create quotes that mean something to you. Maybe your husband said something, or your boyfriend, or your wife, or your whatever said something to you, and you wanted to remind them of their sense. So you know, scrapbook their words and whatever motivations and angst they wrote out in you, and you can show it to them later. But like every day, you can create something, because with scrapbooking, you don't actually have to create all the art. So yeah, that's what I'd really like to do. I'd like to allow people to be able to create such things for a cheaper price, because I get so much joy out of it. And I feel like, oh look, this is nice too. And I feel like if other people could do the same, they'd also get clarity with their world and their own lives, and can kind of enjoy who they are themselves, because you're kind of a creator of something. When you're able to create modules and books worth of things that mean something to you, and you're reminded of important thoughts that you had and important insights that you made, but it can be really helpful. Like, I've read a few books, quite a few that I read, that at the time when I was reading it, I was like mind blown, but the way the human being, we absorb it, and it's kind of intuitive in our minds, and then sometimes we just kind of forget what it is that we learned, because we don't maybe consciously remember the examples, the dates, the whatever, but some of the learnings we actually do maybe use it intuitively. That's why I find, because it's like one of the books I read is, oh, okay. Okay, that's good. One of the books I read is 48 Laws of Power, and that's like a life-changing one. Um, and oh no, I bent it, or was it bent already? And another one is about the irrationally rational. Like, I can't remember what the names are, but because I read a whole trilogy about it, and it's an ebook, so it's about like the predictable nature of the unpredictable human mind, stuff like that. So I wish I could have, like, at the time done, some scrapbooking on it and put down my thoughts, because I learned a lot from just those two sets of books. And I'm terrible, like, honestly, I'm terrible at remembering names, I'm terrible at remembering dates, and it's just not something I do very well. And yeah, so this is the sky set, like moons, and it's very pretty. You can use this easily because it's like cut in a circle as well. And so, like, because these are not sticky, this is even better than just a sheet, because you can trial it out in how it sticks and looks without actually peeling off the sticky until it's required, right? So with things like this, which is not sticky, you can use that to stabilize these type of things onto the page, as well as use other versions of stickers. So you might not actually even need to get glue to stick this down, right? So like you can do lots of things amazingly. I'm excited to do it, but fucking hell, I have so much. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, but anyway, bloody hell, I have so much assignments to do. I'm doing like a full course of 8 papers for the year, and it's in a sector I've never learned about and everything, so it's not clear. So it's like, it's a lot of work, and I wasn't intending on doing it. And so it's really getting in the way of my stuff, so maybe I'll start doing some projects soon, which I'm excited about, because this will allow me to go through the inventory I have. Since I'm showing basically everything on screen, I'll know what I have, and I can freeze frame things and come up with things myself. Oh god, my voice is so dry. I need water. I hate water. I'm terrible at drinking water. Anyway, so before I show you more of those ones, maybe I just should. I'm exhausted. I usually don't talk very much. I haven't talked to anyone. Like, I'm currently like running away from all my problems, and just yeah. Anyway, so I haven't talked to another human being in like person in like 6 months basically, properly. Not really. Maybe like you can take like 3-4 hours out of there for some forced interactions. But this I got free from the seller because it was like this is a PVC, so it's great. You can layer on any artwork. You don't have to cut anything. So if I do create a series, it will likely be PVC, but as you can tell, it will be more expensive because it's not like it's printed on paper, is it? So yeah, this is just, like flowers. I thought I could use this in test tubes and make things look kind of more rustic. So you have this kind of version, which is like this one, and then you have like this kind of version, and I got these basically for 50 cents each, which is great. So I will put you guys through the paper edition so I can just start clearing up some of this because I've been going for ages. My voice is almost lost, and still we're not even barely through 10-15% of it. So this is paper sets. You can, these are good because even though you can't stick on them, I'm trying to get some that you can get stuck on. I just wanted, from the same seller, I just wanted to get, to see the quality from the seller first as well as the service, because before I spent hundreds on this person. So, yep. This is really nice. It's clean, clear cut. You can use this to write quotes on. You can use this as making fabrics for t-shirts and whatever. You can use it for adding like a certain tone to it, because like this one you could add it to like Japanese inspired, kind of Korean inspired type of floral looks, or like clothing and stuff like that. And yeah, I've been really developing a sense of respect for minimal art, with minimal form and knowledge of anatomy or whatever, because sometimes what you just need to do is get the point across. And, some artists, like I used to be, some people get really snobbish about form and like, oh, it's not that great, as my child could do that. Yeah, your child could do that, but he didn't. And an adult human did it, but they did it with some sort of intention. And for most art, it's about the intention, right? So yeah, these are really nice pieces of paper. They're thin enough that you can stick them on very well. You can use double-sided tape. I've yet to find a very good one, and the ones that I can find here in stores are obnoxiously expensive. It's unbelievable. I'm like, how can you sell this to me for $10 for a tiny roll? And like, you know me, I'm a bit excessive, so I'm gonna end up using like volumes worth of rolls, and it will be the death of me to pay for that type of tape like that. I'm not like, look at this. I mean, this one cost me I think $2 or $1.80, something like that. So yep, that paper is good, and scrapbooking kits are good. So here we go. Hopefully my phone doesn't run out of memory, because God knows what happens. I don't know what my phone does. I don't know what it is. I don't know any of its parameters, but here it is. So this is good because what you can do is like, I was like, what the hell is the point of showing me ripped paper on paper? But you can rip, that's good because it shows layering, and then you can rip this paper some more, and now you have 2 layered pieces of paper, and it shows perfectly the ripped edge, which is great. So it's the same here. I don't know, I'm not sure how I'm going to work with these random letters on them because that's strange, but you can cover them with a sticker or whatever. So yep, these are really nice too. I don't know what these are B's for, but yeah, this is nice as well. And I like how they have edges and things inherently built into them, because it adds layers and depth to whatever you're doing with minimal effort. All the pain in the world. That's what the first thought that strikes my mind. Okay, I actually need water. My throat feels really sharp now. So let's see. I'm scared to go off and do it because get water, but oh my god. Well, it's sealed, so I can pick it up later, but right now I don't have enough phone memory to be scrunching around. I need to do this all in one shot. Okay, so this is scrunched paper, not ripped paper. That's the scrunched edition. Very good, very good. And it's like useful. A little bit of brick, which is interesting. This is nice tones. A bit of coffee juice or maybe chili oil if you're Asian. Yeah, sometimes when you eat noodles, chili oil gets everywhere. It happened to me yesterday. I tried a new noodle, which was like hot pot flavor, and yeah, the oil got over all my stuff, but luckily the stuff is like sealed in like epoxy and stuff, so that's all solid. Yep. I'm wondering if I'm even getting things in the shot. God knows how I will smack myself in the face if I am not even in the shot for most of this. I've been here. Okay, cool. I think it's fine. Maybe I just... Yeah, I'll just lower it down so you guys can see better. But anyway, so that's done. Okay, these sets, the big books. Let's sort those ones and then we can go to the little books. Oh yeah, so this one, actually, I'll do that now so we can get it out of the frame and get things done in big details. So it's like, yeah, it's like an old newspaper type of stuff. Which is nice. This is pretty. These are really cute, the way they've done these things. It's nice. So let's see how it goes. Oh no, I'm gonna... Okay, that's sorted. This is the one I'm excited about. So actually I want to open this kit. So I'm not sure if I should do this actually, because yeah, I'm scared to dull the tip, but beautiful girls all over the world. Yes. Oh god, junk going everywhere. So this is beautiful. This one was actually about $10. But look, it's PVC, okay? You can't complain about such things. Oh, and they've neatly packed them. So there's 4 sections to it. You can see there's a green, blue, yellow, and red. So let's go through them. It doesn't look like it's just, you know, been modified with the same thing. The same pictures, just made different colors. So I'm excited for that. Oh, look at that. So let's see. Look at this. If I can just... I need a white piece of paper or something. Yeah, let's do this box again, bring it here, and then you guys can see maybe. Look at it. You can do that. Wow, this PVC stuff is amazing. Oh my god, it was worth the money. Because at one point I was like, it's a bit pricey compared to all the other sets I'm buying, so I was like hesitant to get it, but I was like, nah, I have to get it. Because florals is great. You know, like, just look at this. Do you guys see how you can just put that on a picture and instantly, even an ugly caricature of a stickman, and instantly it becomes interesting and unique and something different that you can show your friends and even take a picture of, and as long as you figure out a way to do it that there's no glare, it can look amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just look at all of these. They're beautiful. I'm gonna have like a stationery orgasm. It's just so amazing. Freaking love this stuff. It's like, you know, like the thing that always trips me out about stationery is just the potential and possibility in all of them. Especially what you can create, you know? So, yeah, let's try and get this set up. I'll just take this box away. It's not helping me. It's making things difficult. So, okay, I'll put this on the side and wrap this again later. But for now, I have to deal with this. So let's sort this out. And maybe I'll just try and show it to you on here. So look, there, and then you have that. Maybe I can get a white piece of paper here so that it actually shows up. If I can find a white piece of paper, I should be able to. I should have paper everywhere. Okay. Yeah, this should allow it to show up better. Okay, let's go. So look at this, little bows and flowers. Ah, this is just beautiful. I couldn't have asked for better. I mean, I saw it in the pictures, but I didn't think that it would be like this lovely. I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. It's nice. Okay. It's good because it's almost like I'm kind of cataloging my stuff already, because I can just go through this video and look at what I have and be able to put things together without having to go through things myself, since I'm showing you one by one. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, though I get them cheap, I'm a very careful shopper because I'm poor, so I still kind of spend hours searching for all this stuff, and I found a seller who sells some of this, you know, but they only ship to Thailand here at the moment. I'm gonna be so disappointed when I have to leave here, because it's gonna be so sad to not be able to get things in a few days in such beautiful quality for such great price. It's honestly a tragedy. Oh, yeah. The static on this is real because they're so uh, well put together. It's amazing. It's honestly beautiful. I just want to go back on the computer and buy another set. Honestly, I actually might. So, yeah, who knows? Fuck it, I'll just buy another set of this one. Because, like, you know, look, it's so worth it. It's honestly so worth it. So, yeah, let's sort that one. And let's go with the blues here. So, let's do the, oh, static, static. Always supercharged. Okay, let's go from there. We have that. Nice colors. I'm not sure if there's any point to this. Can you guys see better? Does this help at all? Maybe that helps. I just don't want glare on the camera because the light is right there, so. Oh, I guess it must be a dramatic shift, because even I can see more clearly and feel more awake. Oh, this is so nice. Cat. I love cats. It's not that I don't love dogs, but I just love the beauty and curiosity of cats as they are. There's just something about how they're so independent yet so sassy, you know? And cats are good, dogs are lovely, they're smart, they're intelligent. Yeah, there's no way I'm not getting another set of this thing. I mean, look at it. Can you just see the quality of these stickers? Oh my god, how do these guys just... Honestly, I'm losing my voice. I'm just been raving about it the whole time, and I'm just tired, honestly. It's crazy. It's absolutely it's absolutely bloody crazy. I'm trying to hold down my cussing ways. I like to release stress by cussing. Believe it or not, I used to never swear in my life. But now I'm an abomination. So it's not just blue, it's blue and purple. Oh Lord save me, I'm feeling dizzy and tired. But I'm so excited, I just can't hide it, as they say. Okay. So look at this, look at this. Just look at this. Na 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 na. Am I think I'm holding it upside down. Yes, I am. You fool. You fool. Just look at how beautiful this is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I might actually get 2 more sets of this, you know. There's no way. There's no way I can live without these now that I know they exist. Now that I know they exist, there's no bloody way. And this is so cute. Like, so I'm also trying to get into resin, and I bought some resin casting like molds and stuff. So this is like amazing because I can, you know, you can just encase this in resin and bada bim, bada boom, you've got something that's beautiful, you know? Like, first I have to make sure it's stable in resin and the type of resin, because, yeah, but yeah. Oh my god, the possibilities are endless. The possibilities are endless. You can literally cast this in resin and make a beautiful necklace of it. You can put your friend's face or a hair from your significant other, and yeah, you can make it a one-of-a-kind piece, and there you go, gift it. You find fancy packaging, you spend some time in wax sealing it or enveloping it in high-end stuff, and it shows you care. You give them a nice gift at the same time, and it really adds sincerity and shows that you were thinking about them and didn't just go to, the grocery store and just pick crap up. And because, oh goodness, okay, let's see. I probably won't use this box. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll modify it in such a way that I can store more into it. But I don't think it's going to be in... I don't know. Maybe it depends. Let's see. If I get more sets of things like... Because this is 100 sheets too, so 25 in each portion. If I get more sets that are in this size and shape, maybe I'll store them in such a way that they can be used that way. So, let's see. Oh my god, my throat. I never talk this much, but I'm exhausted. Usually I'm a texter, not a talker. So we have the minimalistic impression. I don't think that looks like a minimalistic impression. Yeah, I guess it's just colors and patterns, so this is good for like little notes and stuff. So this is like see-through. It's beautiful. It's just bloody beautiful. I don't even know what to say about it anymore. I'm just speechless. It's so lovely. Oh, I'm so happy with my purchase. Okay, let's see if I can do it. It's so tiny, so it's a bit hard to bend without, and I don't want to damage them, So you just have to kind of trust that I'm doing the best I can to show you. But yeah. Like, that's kind of what the set's about. So, yep. Don't want to bend it. Oh, what is that? No, I don't want any gunk on there. So, here we go. Look at that thickness. This is the other one that we talked about. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's open this. I swear to God, if this phone is not recording... Oh yeah. Holy crap, it's been 47 minutes. No wonder I'm exhausted. Okay, I need water, but I really do not have time and I can't control it because the hidden button for the phone is hidden under a section that's stabilizing it. It's very difficult to get overhead shots as an amateur who's not got the proper equipment, okay? And as I said, I'm cheap. I don't intend on, like, I am not permanently moving here, so, and I have to go back in a few months, so it's not like I can just buy high-end gear because I don't have luggage and they won't let me ship for cheap, those bastards. These are really nice. It's like an everyday kind of small things, like getting ice cream, buying perfume, eating lattes, drinking water, eating hot dogs, sandwiches, tulips, figs, trams, cookies, even iPods. I mean, not iPods. What is it? My brain is literally gone too much. What the bloody hell is it called? What is it called? I don't know. Honestly, I've forgotten everything. I've forgotten what it means to even be human, probably. Okay, so let's try and bend it the other way. Just look at this. Na 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 na. Very nice, very nice. AirPods, there we go. AirPods. Thank God I discovered that, otherwise it would ruin my day if I could not figure out the name. Yep, so this is that section, which is flavors of soda. Interesting name. But I don't care, because the quality is good, my friend. You guys have outdone yourselves, as per usual. God bless China. The products you create that bring joy to so many people. I know there's a lot of terrible things that go on there, but for the good things that everyone should admit, China is basically the industry and the you know, the manufacturers for the whole world, and I'm forever grateful for what they've done. But yeah, good and bad, my friends. Good and bad. Some nice ones. I'm not sure if you can see these things from the top as easily, but yeah. God, hope to God that you can, because yeah, but at least I'm not saying I'm not taking you guys through page by page, huh? It's just kind of like the general gist of what each book's about, so that's cool. 400 pages, unbelievable. So this, my friend, is 1600 pages. That's what 1600 pages looks like. Interesting. Okay, just look at this. This is probably going to be my favorite one. I just love old vintagey looking things, you know. Yeah, look at that. Those are cute. And they're like different versions of art, so it's like interesting to have a little portfolio of things that you can use and be inspired by and add to things, you know, layering. Layering of thought, layering of ideas, yeah. So plants, yeah, yep, very good. Vintage fonts, calligraphy, vintage art, some roses, some flowers, some all of this. Very nice. That's cool. So there we go, there's that set, and now for the bulk of these. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna, I guess they're not as big, so let's try and get through them. I'll probably leave them in the seal and then just deal with them later, but so these are actual stickers, okay? So they should be actual stickers, so let me see if I can actually remove one of them for you as an example. This is hard because it doesn't have an edge. There we go. Wow, that is insane quality. Look at that thinness, the bend from barely any movement. That will stick very well to a page, and that can stabilize anything that might be something like those stacks. And yeah, like look at this. Look at this. It's beautiful. Anyway, so this is kind of the enthusiasm set. This one is like, okay, so I guess maybe I'll just do these possibly one by one more, like, because these ones kind of can't flip since they're stickers and I don't want to mess with them in that way, okay? Have respect. Have some damn respect. Anyway. Yeah, so this is the set. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, so you can see that some of this stuff is like really nice and neat, and the sticker is thin, so it's designed to pick up the color from the paper, and these ones, my friends, are matte. So this is going to be a very big asset to any drawing. Because it's matte, it will also pick up the textures under, so it will allow it to blend and look more seamless, which is a great, much better than the smaller boxes like these ones, because those guys are oh, so sticky. Okay, properly sealed. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Afterglow set. I'm guessing this is the yellow set that I was actually excited for, because yellow is not a color I used to like. But lately I've been really kind of liking the look of yellow, especially in art. It's something I rarely see. Like, you don't really see focus on yellow as much. Maybe that's why Vincent's drawing of those dead sunflowers seems to be such a thing. Not many people do yellow, so yeah. Frangipani, some of my favorite flowers because they have such a nice smell. If I think I bought some candles today actually that had some frangipani scent. So that's good. What's that? After everything that happened, darkness did not win. Oh, that's actually really cute. Yeah, this is perfect for sending something to your boyfriend or girlfriend, and you can just stick it onto whatever you've gifted them, and this is perfect. Oh, what a lovely book. God bless you guys who created such things and allowed us to have such value in our lives. I'll just put them back in. That way it saves me from going through it, and I don't want the heart attack of... Because, like, these are stickers, so you want to actually make sure that you preserve the moisture and you put them in an area that's got some sort of temperature and humidity regulation. Because you don't want them to be subjected to too much stress, okay? I'm telling you guys now, look after your damn stickers. Anyway, so this one is... These things are stuck in tight, nice and tight. Okay, this one is called Moonlight. It's a purple theme, so this is nice. I should bring it to the camera more. Maybe I should bring the camera down more, actually. Yeah, so that might actually be more useful. I might try and rotate it, but it's not going to rotate very well. Oh, look, cat behind a canvas. That's cute. Is this just fantasy? Yeah, who knows, my friend? You tell me. I don't even know if my life is real sometimes. Everything feels so strange. I think now the more sealed that we've gotten with our lives, the stranger it feels, because we've become so insulated in all the luxuries that all the hard work of the past and the people now in their streamlined and efficient manufacturing and production of things with our increased intellectual capacity for, the production of these things from past knowledge has created so much luxury that, we're no longer fighting to survive, but we are fighting to survive much more mentally these days than we used to before, when we could just count on, a god or something in the olden days. So this one's called Aestheticism, which is cute. I love how all these are matted. It's much better. I thought I wouldn't appreciate the matted, but now that I thought about it, since its arrival, I really appreciate that these things are matte. So, I haven't actually done much scrapbooking because I always thought it was kind of a cheating and isn't really true art, so, let's see. Look at these beautiful things. A hand, a rose, a lamp, flowers, a cup of tea and flowers. I do love flowers. And they are very pretty. They're the prettiest things on earth that exist, naturally. Like, can you name something prettier than flowers other than, in animals and things that move and live? Yeah. Oh, this is a cute one. I can just see so many possibilities for this. Cards for your loved ones, cards for your sisters, cards for your mother, things with quotes, things with things they said, pictures of them. You can make things very beautiful and very quickly. I want to put it that way so that the set side shows on there. Okay. So we have... Oh my goodness, we have quite a fair bit more to do. I'll just raise the thing a bit. Okay, let's go for the Chateau Montrose. However you pronounce that. I probably butchered it, but it's okay. Who cares? For the moment anyway. So, yes. Like ancient art. Casts and jingle bells. That's a interesting one, jingle bells. Cute, comforting home palettes. I like this. This one's nice. One of my favorite ones, I think, actually. Because it's undertones, It's not really, It's not bright. You can incorporate this into almost anything. It's minimalistic, it's toned down, it will fit into almost anything. It works very well with minimal art. So, let's see, time goes by so fast. People go in and out of your life. You must never miss the opportunity to tell these people how much they mean to you. I try, but I fail very badly with my sisters because we all have to act tough, you know? Our sisters and my family and stuff, so. I think inside family there's always kind of like that if you're, you know. Destiny. This is cute. I've never been to Europe. Maybe someday soon I will. I always wanted to go. We learned a lot about art history and the way, you know, Europe changed the world basically, so it's interesting. Okay, so let's see. That one's sorted. That one is the Chateau Montrose. Or Chateau Montrose. 6 more and we're basically done. Wow, what? Oh god, my throat. What a marathon, eh? A lovely marathon of beautiful things, but still a marathon nonetheless. Especially from the talking. Didn't think I could even talk for an hour straight like this. I will honor myself by showing up powerfully in my life today. So stuff like this is what I mean. Like if you have a photo of yourself, if you have something you did that day that you're proud of, you can easily, you know, encapsulate that in one page of a journal without actually having to write, you know? What I find is that this is my perfectionism issue once again. I stopped journaling because I used to write 3-4 A4 pages about my day. I'd detail all the different transactions that I did that day. I would write down every single detail because everything is important if you're going to start writing things down. And that was kind of like stressful for me, so I stopped, you know, after a few months. And yeah. That's why I'd like to journal again, but a visual journal would be better, you know, like a quote of the day, something that happened that day that meant something, and I write the event and then I just do a visual of it somehow. So yep. Somnambulist. I don't know what that word means and I've never heard of such a thing, but the set is nice. Okay, the pink one. This should be interesting. I wasn't sure if I would get this one, but I'm not usually into pink, bright pink, but it grows on me sometimes, so let's see. Oh yeah, there's like some of the pink that you see in like old European architecture, old Indian architecture. It's like, yeah, it's interesting, some pinks. Donuts. I don't really like donuts that much, but I do love cake. Yes, I need that. I always have issues with that. But today I received my stationery and shall have no problems. Actually, no, today I have to do my assignments, so yes, I probably will have a problem, but the stationery does make me feel happy. Interesting texture, that previous one. So that's the neon set in pink. Okay, so we've done that. These 4 left. So let's see. Clear Sky is what this one's called. Ooh, nice, very nice, good colors. And as I said again, matted, beautiful, minimal. Yes, bullet trains, a hat, a sky, water, of course, tulips, birds, moon, Sun, gummies. Gummies that are weirdo, strange. Arabian, Nordics, birds and coastlines, ice. These all give you a feeling and an emotion, you know, when you see it. It doesn't seem like much, but even as you see these things, your brain conjures up everything around it, the tones, the smell, the sight. So these things add to an overall picture when you're creating a piece of art or journal, you know. So I'm starting this channel that I want to name as Heroically, because I started it kind of because I wanted a name that wasn't ugly, was unique, and it also should mean something. So I tried a few iterations, and the final one ended up being Heroically, because I wanted something that kind of is related to like the oldest language. So I decided to search for like if I could get, you know, some version of the hieroglyphs. Okay, so this is the purple set. It doesn't have a name, but yeah, this is the purple set. It's nice lavenders, nice sceneries, crepes, satins and roofs and flowers and mountains and homes and skies and railways and rainbows and pastures and lights and skies and moons and clouds and traffic lights and oh, it's not called daffodils, I forgot what they're called, like fairy dust bowls and palm trees, coastlines, ice cream, moon ice cream, just basically suburbs, skyline, tree skylines, palm trees, universal, animals, is that a little phone, reverse mirrors, yep, so that's that set, and we are going to have that sealed. Okay, so it's going on 108 minutes, I mean an hour and 8 minutes, so let's see if we can actually, okay, so this is the one I really wanted, which is green, because I love green. This is nice. The colors will be a bit muted, but it's good because it's not designed to take, like the good thing about the judgment some of you guys may have is that it seems a bit pixely or muted, and the idea is you want that to kind of be the case because you don't want it to take power and position over the rest of the page. You want to give an idea, but you also want it to be undertoned, you know? That's why it's good that it's matted and it's like not the main idea around it, but it adds the connotations, it adds the little links in your brain about how to feel and the things that, you know, that conjure up the emotion in the images that you're adding without taking over the rest of the image or the focal point of your piece in the first place. So these are good. I like it. I'm finding that the greens are a bit dull green, which is interesting. But yeah, it's a nice set too. Okay, so this is a warm one. Looks like a really nice one, so let's see. Cherries. So this is the red set, hearts. These are really pretty. Who am I? Yeah, I don't know either, my friend. If you don't know who you are, I don't know who you are. I don't know who I am, so I can't tell you who you are. Oh, this is kind of poetic. Straws. I bloody hate paper straws. Yes, I understand they're good for the environment, but goddamn, they're practically useless. You have to really rush to eat it, and as a slow eater and definitely a slow drinker that basically drinks only a few sips, it's not easy to use. So yeah, I really love glass ones, but of course they're not going to give those out there. So yeah, that is my haul, guys, and I'm really happy about it, and I'm really excited to use some of it. And yeah, so this is the, what, how many, 5 times 400, that's 2,000 images right here. Then each of these will be like, I can't remember, I think these are each 100 images, maybe 100 images or 50 images. So yeah, because they will seem a bit thicker and compared to this, but they can't be, you know, like about, so I'm guessing there'll be about 50 images each, because they'll be thicker because they have to be, since these guys are stickers. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I thought I had another one. Oh, there it is. There it is, 11. So about 550 images there, and 2,000 there, so 2,550. Amazing. Amazing. And of course, these ones. No. Yeah, so I'm really excited for all of these. And I'm happy with my purchase. So over and out, my friends. Bye.